Hi everybody, welcome back to Marie's Kitchen. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're making green bean salad. This recipe is just 4 ingredients plus the dressing, so it's very easy. It's also perfect for summer, picnics, potlucks, cookouts. I can't wait to share it with you. Let's get started. There goes the bird. Oh my God. First up, we'll steam the green beans. So I have a little bit of water in the pot and then my steamer basket. That bird is very talkative today. The steamer basket is in the pot and then the water is just up to the bottom of the steamer basket, so I can just barely see it here. What we're gonna do is put this on the stove over high heat and bring it to a boil. Once it reaches the boil, we'll add the green beans. For the green beans, we're using about 12 ounces, so just a little bit less than a pound. And these are the French green beans, so they're really thin. And I don't speak French, but I think you say it haricots. It looks like haricot verts, but I'm pretty sure that's not how you say it. So these are so nice and tender. I really do love them for this salad, but if you can't find the French green beans, standard green beans will work. Just go ahead and trim them and wash, and then these will be ready to steam as soon as the water's ready. In the meantime, let's make the dressing. We'll start with about a 1/4 cup of minced shallot. You know, it's funny, my son, when he cuts onions, his eyes will just pour. He's really, really sensitive to it. I'm not as sensitive to it, but if you are, one thing you can do, among a lot of other suggestions, I know there's like goggles and stuff you can wear for chopping onions, but one easy thing you can do is light a candle, and that in the air will help reduce the sulfuric compounds in the onions that bother your eyes. So try that, let me know if it works, or if you have another tip for avoiding crying while chopping onions, leave that in the comments. I would love to hear your suggestions. You know, another one I often use is to put the onion or the shallot in the refrigerator. I almost forgot about that one. That one the cold air will neutralize the sulfuric compounds that irritate your eyes. Next, we'll add 1/4 cup extra virgin olive oil. And then 3 tablespoons of white balsamic vinegar. This is one of my favorite ingredients, which can be a little hard to find now, but I did see you can buy them in a 6-pack on Amazon. I'll put the link below if you want to try it. It's my dad and I's favorite vinegar. It's really, really, really good. And the color is great because it doesn't turn all your salads brown like the red balsamic, but it's got great flavor. So try it out. If you don't have this, champagne vinegar or white wine vinegar would also work just as well. So we'll do about 3 tablespoons of the vinegar. And this is a little stronger vinaigrette because it is marinating the green beans. You want it to have a nice, real punchy flavor. Then we'll add some salt here and some freshly ground pepper. Now we can give this a quick stir. Another thing I like to add sometimes is about a 1/2 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. That adds some really good flavor. This recipe, as you'll see, is very flexible, so be ready for a lot of options and alternatives. Okay, the water's boiling, so we can add our green beans now. For the green beans, we'll cook those in the steamer basket over the boiling water with the lid on for about 10 minutes. The next ingredient for the salad are cherry tomatoes, and how wonderful if you happen to have a garden going this summer and you can grab some cherry tomatoes from there for this salad. Because there are so few ingredients in the salad, the freshness of each really makes a difference. So we've got some cherry tomatoes here, about 10 or 12. Just gonna slice them in half since they're nice and small. This salad is wonderful for making ahead. You can steam the green beans the day before. You can even make the whole salad the day before. But if you're going to add tomatoes, you'll want to do that after you bring the salad out from the refrigerator. So you don't want to leave the tomatoes in the refrigerator overnight. Tomatoes get a really muted flavor if they're stored in the refrigerator. So always, always add your tomatoes only at room temp. And then the next ingredient I have is some cooked chickpeas. These are just from a can, just rinsed. And we've got about a 1/4 cup here. If you don't have chickpeas, you could use some edamame. It's easy to keep in the freezer, just thaw it and you can throw some edamame on there. Also, corn is great. If you happen to have some leftover corn or some canned corn or frozen corn, throw that on the salad. So there's lots of ways to mix it up, but today we're gonna use the chickpeas. If you do make this salad and add something new, let me know and leave a comment. I would love to hear what you add. We have done it with, instead of feta, which we're gonna use in a little while, we've done it with the mozzarella cubes. We've used, as I mentioned, the edamame. Corn is great. You could grate some carrots and put them on there, slice some mushrooms. So many options. All right, I think the green beans are ready. We'll grab those. Go ahead and drain these. The test for these green beans to know if they're the right texture is just to grab one and it should kind of jiggle like this. So you don't want it just so mushy that it's falling apart, but you don't want it so stiff that it doesn't kind of jiggle like this. Because you want it to be tender enough to cut in with a fork, but also sturdy enough to hold up in the salad. So this looks great. And again, you can do this the day before, and that way these will be nice and cool by the time it's time to add them to the salad. Now let's go ahead and assemble the salad. We'll start with our green beans, and it's okay that these are a little warm. It makes it really absorb that dressing. The heat on the green beans kind of softens the shallots, which is okay with me. I like it to take a little bit of that bite out of them. Next, we'll add our chickpeas. Spread out these a little bit here. I like to make the dish look really pretty. I think it looks more enticing and it also ends up tasting more satisfying. So then we'll add our tomatoes here. We can give a little seasoning right there on those. I find I like a little bit more salt than usual on this salad because it is pretty hearty. Now we'll add the dressing. Those shallots are so pretty and purple. Isn't that already looking beautiful? It smells good too. Then we can add our feta cheese on there. This is about a 1/4 cup, maybe a little more. I love feta, so extra for me. Okay, Birdie, we hear ya, girl. She's so entertaining. And then if you like, you could add some minced basil. We'll do that real quick. Now this you would want to add pretty close to serving because once you mince the basil, it tends to turn kind of dark. Look at all those fresh summer flavors. And if we want, we can take some basil and just add that as a garnish. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Look at this. It is such a gorgeous salad. And once that, the green beans and the chickpeas have time to marinate, it absorbs so much flavor and it's hearty enough to stand up to, say, some barbecue or some, grilled meats or burgers. This is a great side dish. So I can't wait to hear if you try it. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up. It means so much to me. Also, if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications. I have new videos coming out almost 2 a week now. So if you hit the bell button, then you'll be sure to be notified as soon as a new video comes out. Also, you can join my channel as a member now. I'll put the link in the description box below and you can just click on that and then choose what level of membership you want to become. Any level is so helpful. My website is completely ad-free and I'd like to keep it that way. So if you're enjoying my videos or my website, please consider becoming a member and helping us support keeping that website ad-free. All right, let's try a bite here. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. So hearty, so flavorful. Think about all the nutrients in this salad too. Nice and soft to cut into with a fork. That flavor, oh my gosh. The tomatoes, the dressing, the feta. Really, really, really good. Y'all have got to try this one. For this recipe and more, head over to my website, mariesaba.com. There you can go and print out this recipe and all my recipes. And if you like, Put them in a notebook and make your very own Marie's Kitchen cookbook for free. My goal is to give you some really easy recipes that turn out great every time, so you can build some confidence in the kitchen and feel really inspired to share good food with people that you love. From my kitchen to yours. Thank you.